Welcome to Blue Collar Crypto. This is a production of World of Ability Podcast Network. My name is Sue Roscoff, and it is my absolute pleasure to introduce our host, Tim Trozian, for Blue Collar Crypto. And we are here every Sunday at 4 o'clock and 5:30 p.m. So I'm going to hand it on over. Take it away, Tim, for Blue Collar Crypto.
Hi, Sue, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers and all those that are parents out there, include everybody. Well, we're talking this week about expand our universe this week. We're going to talk about the economy. And so let me define what I mean. When I say the economy, we've been trying to talk about your economy, your pocketbook, your wages, your jobs as a human being, as a person, as a family. That's your economy. And when I say the economy, I mean the whole kit and caboodle, everything, the whole shooting match, the whole world economy. And so you might be wondering, well, why does that have to do with me? What does it matter? What's going on out there? Just as a very basic level, if you own $1, it becomes worth less as they give it to you at work, and it's taxed, and the government will always tax your money, but the value of it always decreases. Even if you keep it in the bank, you've lost purchasing power. They call that inflation. But really what's happening is your money is deflating, becoming worth less. It buys less things because prices go up. And we accept this, but we have to do something to combat that. And so this new era of the individual investor, and that's the person, the one person that takes a chance and puts his dollar and bets it against the corporation and says, this corporation is going to do better and it's going to be worth more, and therefore I buy the stock of the corporation and I will do better because the stock will go up in value and my value will go up at the same time, just like the value of a company that issues stock. For example, you buy 100 shares of Apple for $1 and it goes up to $10 from $1. So your $100 becomes worth, you put in $100 and you get out 1,000. That's called investing. You give your $100 to Apple computers and they give you Apple smartphones, You give your $100 to Apple smartphones and they give you $1,000 back and they say, thank you. We used your money. We advertised our product. We built some smartphones. We sold them. And here's $1,000 back because, heck, we made a lot of money. You should enjoy part of our success because you helped us be successful by loaning us your money. And so what we're talking today is the huge dramatic changes that are occurring in our economy. And I'm going to highlight a YouTube video by Cathie Wood. Now, let me spell Cathie for you because this one is C-A-T-H-I-E. That's C-A-T-H-I-E and Wood, just like wood, right? Cathie Wood. And you have to look her up on YouTube. I recommend this. It's a recommendation of this show. Cathie says buy Tesla stock. Back in the day, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years ago, Apple was a good investment. No longer. You're going to buy Tesla stock. They're going to be in the humanoid robotics. They're going to be in a transportation revolution with smart cars, driverless cars, AI. Tesla is the new high rider stock of the future. It's about $280 share, $270. and it should go up about 10 times, be worth about 3,000. So you're going to put in about $300 in there, and they're going to give you 3,000 back. How's that? That's a basic investing strategy, right? Give them $300. They use your money. They build robots. They build driverless cars that don't need drivers, and taxi cab service cars like Uber, right? They'll build those cars too. Uber will buy them, right? Cars that don't need drivers. You punch in a code and it takes you where to go, and so that's our basic strategy, right? Then I just say, give $300 to Tesla, and they'll give you 3,000 back. That's 10 times your money. Give them $100, give them 1,000, and they'll give you what did we say? Give them 1,000, give them 10,000, and then look in your bank account. You'll have $100,000 for 10,000. That's 10 times your money. Well, Tesla should go up about 15 times, 20 times. It's a highly recommended stock because of Elon Musk. Regardless of what you think about him politically or as a person, he's a brilliant. Kathy Wood recommends Elon and Tesla. Elon owns Tesla. He's the head of Tesla. He's kind of one and the same. When you say Tesla, you mean Elon. When you say Elon, you mean Tesla. They do make electric cars, but they also make rockets that go to the moon, and a lot of other technologies. So let's talk about crypto for a minute. What's going to happen? Bitcoin. There's about $2 trillion in Bitcoin right now, and our economy is worth about $5 trillion or something, or we print about that much money. So half of our money is actually kind of a Bitcoin, right? But that's going to change. Bitcoin is going to go, according to Kathy Wood, Bitcoin is going to go from 100,000 to $1.5 million. So you give Bitcoin 100,000, and they'll give you $1.5 million back within about 5 years or so. Okay, so why would that happen, right? Well, just like the money supply, there's a Bitcoin money supply. Just like there's only so many dollars out there, there's only so much Bitcoin, and because there's a scarcity of it, they're not going to make any more Bitcoin. When something is scarce, it goes up in value. So that means Bitcoin is predicted to go through the roof. Typically, you're not a millionaire today, but you will be if you buy Bitcoin. It's just that good. Would I recommend cashing out your 401k and buying Bitcoin or Tesla? Yeah, I would. I would. Could you take a penalty and would it still be worth it if you took a penalty for cashing in your retirement before? Yeah, take the penalty, because the penalty isn't as bad as, as good as Bitcoin is uprise is going to be. To take the penalty, by all means, convert your cash into crypto, Bitcoin. Convert your cash that you have. Take out a loan and buy crypto. How's that? It's worth it. It's going to go up so much. Specifically Bitcoin or Tesla, which is not a crypto, but I don't want to mix you up here. Bitcoin's a crypto. Tesla's not a crypto, but all that you really care about is your money becoming worth more. And if you just keep your money in the bank, I guarantee you it will be worth less. It's just a guarantee of losing value. I don't want to guarantee you to lose value. I want you to guarantee yourself wonderful returns, either in the crypto market, which is also called digital assets revolution, the crypto market, digital assets revolution, or guarantee you wonderful returns in the stock market, which is Tesla or Bitcoin. Highly recommended. Now, there's a third one that typically probably will go up 50 times, which is, what is that? 50 times 100, 5,000%, but 50 times your money. That's called XRP. XRP. XRP is it's a payment system that we have. All this is doing is replacing the way banks loan to other banks and move money around with a crypto instead of the way they're doing it now. It's called the SWIFT system. XRP changes all that. 20 trillion at a time will be dumped right into XRP, which is about $2. It should go to 200. You know, it should go about 100 times your money. That's 100 times 100, which is, if you put 100,000 in, 100 times 100, that will turn into $1 million. No, that's 10 times, right? 100 would be turned into 10 million. So I think 100,000 will turn into yeah, it's a lot of money. 100 times 10. Yeah, 10,000. A million? No, 10 million? Yeah, that's a lot. Let's just say you put 100,000 in. 10 times, that's a million right there. You go from 100,000 to $1 million. And this is going to pop. And there's a lot on YouTube to support this. So take my word for it. Go on to YouTube and take their word for it. Just type in XRP. XRP. So, and let's talk about the economy for a minute. Those sectors of the economy that use artificial intelligence, AI, robotics, humanoid robotics, the transportation sector, because of the driverless cars and automatic, you know, like a droid. Those are being developed with humans in it. That whole market will explode. Archery, aviation, and I have some stocks for you. This is, of course, my this show, which is called Blue Collar Crypto, will bring you the best of the internet, the best of YouTube, the best information that's currently out there. We're just going to bring you the best. We're going to make it simple for you to understand. But if you have something to write with, I'll give you the best stocks that are out there, period. And the idea here is to at least buy some of these stocks, or all of them. Tesla, which is a car company, also makes rocket ships to the moon. Coinbase, which is the most reputable place to go buy crypto. You go to Coinbase first. You could call that a stock brokerage if it was stocks, but it's for crypto exchange. Robinhood, which is very similar, right? Robinhood has let you invest in so many different asset classes, crypto, stocks, gold, silver. By the way, we're predicting silver and gold are excellent investments too. If a crypto named Bitcoin is worth $1.5 million, gold is going to go up from 3,000. You can't have gold be at 3,000 and crypto be at $1 million. They're both valuable. So gold is going up, excellent investment. Silver is going up, excellent investment. Here's for more stocks here. Roku, ROKU, that's a streaming device most of us, or many of us, have on our TVs. CRISPR Therapeutics, CRISPR, wonderful company. Breakthroughs in medical technology in Palantir, Archer Aviation. They're going to make droids, I guess. Is this what they're called, droids? Anyway, driverless and driver airplanes, right? But Shopify, if you don't know what Shopify is, it's similar to Amazon. Notice we're not saying Amazon here. We're not recommending it. We're recommending Shopify. Also Roblox. All the kids are playing Roblox. It's a great investment, according to Kathy Wood. Roblox, Palantir Technologies, Tempus, and Vertex. Okay. Bitcoin, Tesla, XRP. Bitcoin, Tesla, XRP. Bitcoin, Tesla, and XRP. XRP is only $2.50 a share. It's a wonderful, wonderful way to make a fortune. Get out of cash. I'm sorry. Don't run to your bank and empty out your. But you know what? Do that. Get out of cash. Get out of the United States currency. Just do something for yourself. Don't worry about what everybody else thinks. This isn't how you're going to get ahead, worrying about what the other person thinks. So get out of cash and buy Bitcoin, Tesla, or XRP. Solana it's a wonderful investment. SOLANA. It will go up in the future. What can I say about the markets? What can I say about the future? The amount of money, the economy is not going to go into a depression, or it's not going to go backwards. We're not going to lose our jobs. It is an era of prosperity that's not ever going to turn back. We'll always be wealthier going forward. The whole world will be wealthier, not just the United States, but especially the United States will be a wealthier place. The economy will do better. Remember, we just talked about the economy. Your economy, my economy, everybody's economy will improve. More money, more leisure time. Individual investing will be a hot thing, right? The more you know how to do individual investing, the better you are at it, the future. And follow my advice. This isn't so bad, right? This isn't so hard to do. Find Tesla, buy it. Find XRP, the letter X, the letter R, and the letter P. Find Tesla and find Bitcoin. And you will do very well. And if you want those other, we'll just go over this next week. We'll just repeating this. Keep listening to Blue Collar Crypto. Over to you, Sue. Thank you, and happy Father's Day to all.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Tim. This again is Tim Tarosian with Blue Collar Crypto, part of the World of Ability Podcast Network. We are back again next Sunday for the next episodes at 4 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. Looking forward to having everybody join us, and echoing what Tim said, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there and all the dad figures. So thank you so much. Again, this is Blue Collar Crypto with Tim Tarosian. As always, we thank you.